This is a PokePress special report. Hi, I'm Stephen Reich here at Misty Mountain Games in Madison, Wisconsin, at one of the Pokemon trading card game, Call of Legends Prereleases. I'm here with Alex Hauser, who is one of the players in today's tournament. And Alex, we want to look at a few more of the cards from this set. So the first one you've picked out is the Pachirisu, which is one of the new Pokemon cards in this set. Why don't you tell us what's interesting about it?
Well, the thing I noticed about the card is that it has that power, which lets you take two lightning energy from your hand and put them onto Pachirisu, which powers them up instantly. And its attack hits for a crippling 50, 70 if you have an extra belt on him. Not to mention, you can keep secreting them up back into your hand to redrop him and keep doing 50 over and over again. 70 with belt.
All right, another major card here is the Mime Jr. It's the standard, sweet sleeping face, and then the no energy attack, but it's got an interesting attack. What exactly is it, and what does it do?
What it does is it puts Mime Jr. to sleep, first of all, which goes really good with its body. But the good thing about it is that it takes the top card of your opponent's deck and puts it in the lost zone, which can be really interesting if you play cards that cycle the top cards of your deck and your opponent's deck and rearranges them.
All right, and there's a couple more we want to talk about. There's Tangrowth, which is a neat little thing. What's it got?
Well, for starters, it has Grind, which lets you do 20 damage times the number of energy attached to him. The attack I really like about him is Plow Over. Basically, you flip a coin. If heads, you paralyze the Pokemon, and if tails, you take one of his energies and send to the lost zone, which can be really disruptive. All
right, and then we've got one more here. We've got the Relicanth. Now, this probably isn't going to be too great in a constructed deck, but it's really interesting here in the pre-release format, in the limited format. Why don't you go over? It's got two interesting attacks. So what are they?
Well, for starters, for one energy, it has Prehistoric Wisdom, which lets you choose a card from your hand and put it into the lost zone, then you draw 3 cards. If you're really in a rut or you're having a really hard time getting your deck started, you can easily use this card to get yourself going. Then it has Granite Head for 3 energy, does 30. Nothing really special about it in my opinion, but it basically lets your Relicanth take 30 less damage next turn.
Which can help draw things out and force your opponent to make certain choices and sort of control the game. Well, thank you very much, Alex. This has been Stephen Reich at Misty Mountain Games in Madison, Wisconsin, at one of the Pokemon trading card game, Call of Legends Prereleases. This has been a PokePress special report.